Hello, everyone. Today is the crazy day of Wednesday, the day after the election, when everyone is arguing whether the craziness will continue, which it probably will for a long time, which is not good. But we are going to forget about the crazy world and engage in some chess games slash chess instruction. We have not done anything connected to our run, so let's continue. We're up to 1300. Let's challenge someone. Let's play. Let's talk. Let's learn. We're playing into 1391. Let's start with e4. Again, I'll try different openings so that I can talk about them. We have the French. There are many ways I can play. I can d4 is the main move. Obviously, I can play knight f3. I can play knight c3. What do I want to do? Let's nah. Let's play d4. Let's play the main line. Let's see what he does. Okay, he plays d5 again. Knight c3 is an option. Pushing is an option. Taking is an option. Knight c2 is an option. Let's play knight c3. Let's pre-move takes back. If he takes me, Um, okay, we have the Winawer. The threat is to pin the knight so that he can take the pawn. The main move is to push. Now black will play c5. I will play 3. And then I will see what I can remember about the Winawer. But c5 is the main move. He needs to challenge the center. Um, in these lines, the black usually will trade this bishop with this knight. Yeah, there we go. Let's play a3. And the logic is I will have the two bishops and control of the dark squares. This move is weird with the slight inaccuracy. I will show you why. We will play d4. It looks weird because it's a free pawn, but now I can do this, and my knight can come here. I'll go over this afterwards. The logic is he's going to win a pawn, but his dark squares will not like him ever again. He can take, I play c3, and then I will end up taking this pawn. This knight is going here. Yeah, there we go. So let's block. And again, this is why dropping back is playable, but not quite exciting. For the time being, it looks like black is up 2 pawns, but I will have a very good bishop. And I will have an open line for my rook. And I will have a really good knight. And castling will be really hard. So I don't think I want to take yet. Let's do this first. Let's take this pawn. Although queen a4 doesn't work because of bishop d7. So let's take here first. Queen g4 might exist. Attacking this pawn. This is a typical idea in the French. Because okay, so he's attacking my knight. I could take. I don't want to take. Well, I don't want to move back. So we can check if we take when he takes back, he's attacking my pawn. That's unfortunate. I can play bishop here because he can take me because of his rook. That could get interesting. So bishop here, bishop here. I can take the knight and then check. Alright, let's see where this takes us. I can also, it's also interesting. So after here, he takes rook here. Well, my rook gets stuck. That's an important question. So here, I take. My rook might get stuck. That could be a problem. I can Oof. So let's think again. So I go here, he takes, I take, he takes, I actually no, because my queen is attacked. So it's just terrible, right? Yeah. So let's why is it terrible? Let's think. So okay, bishop here, takes he takes, I take. Kind of want to try this. Also, I need to go to the restroom. So let's try this. Let's go to the restroom. Let's see where it takes us. Okay, so he took. So I'm assuming knight takes. Um, we attack his king. Okay, his king moves. That was a good bishop I had. Okay, so let's think. How do we continue this? I can just develop normal in castle. So the bishop comes here. The knight comes here. Okay, let's. All right. I mean, there's one more threat of checkmate, which is stoppable easily. I'm down a pawn. My development is really, really good. His king is stupid. My rook can come in this way, maybe. That could be another interesting idea. I can also try to run up this pawn all the way. Um, for the time being, let's just develop the bishop. This seems like the most sensible square. Maybe h4 was better. Um, where h5? I don't want this pawn though. I do not want to get into the spin. Okay. What is his rating? 91. He's playing quite well. Um, he's trying to figure out how to develop. It's not so simple. The question is, do I castle or do I bring my king? I can probably bring my king this way manually. Okay, 96. Okay, reasonable. Okay. Do we do h4? Queen f3. Knight h3. Rook here, rook here. Maybe let's do this. Let's push. Again, maybe this rook will come here, combined with the queen coming. Maybe something will happen on this line. His rook has a little bit of trouble coming into the game. Um, I usually play. Okay, so this happened. So this is a free pawn, just because of this. And this is again. I noticed this right away because you're supposed to look at forcing moves. Proud take with the bishop. Yeah, let's just take. Yeah, and this was just a mistake. Every time you move, ask yourself um what can my opponent do? Does he have any forcing moves? Okay, so he's still not threatening to take, interestingly enough, because the pawn takes, rook takes here, and queen takes. Obviously, it's out of the question. So if I want, I can win a pawn. Not sure if I want to win a pawn though. I can take rook here, and then I can take here, but I don't want to. Queen here is interesting. And he plays maybe bishop d7. Um, hmm. Queen here, he plays knight h6. Hmm. Let's think. So he's still not threatening to take me. So if I take the knight, it takes back. So there is no point in taking the knight. Okay, so if I take, I go here. I mean, I win a pawn, but I don't love that position. What? Let's calculate queen here again. Queen here, bishop d7. Queen here, bishop d7. I can take this pawn. I don't want that pawn. Bishop d7 is uncomfortable. Hmm. I assume at some point he'll move the rook, and then I'll maybe rook here right away. Yeah, let's play rook here. The logic is I'm defending this just in case if anything happens. I can also go here or here. And this is pleasant. I'm expecting a text, which is not coming. Let's see. Something might happen on the G file. Okay. So material is back to even. I should be much better here, but it's not. It's not completely clear. I have to be careful in this position. Maybe I can take here now, because this pawn is covered. One of the points here is the rook is on this line, and that could be a potential issue. Um, he's thinking. Okay, well, he's thinking um, a few notes on the world of chess. As some of you know, I am a chess instructor. Before coronavirus, in addition to doing private lessons, I run camps. I would run camps. I would run tournaments and such. Now, also programs in various schools. Now, I pretty much almost exclusively give lessons. Hopefully, life will be back and I will um, teach in schools again. Um, but for now, if you want to get better, or you know someone who does, um, feel free to tell them to contact me. Queen h5 is interesting. Queen h5 pawn g6 though. I have nothing. Opa it's not good because my knight loses his outpost. So this is not a terrible move actually. He tries to defend himself as much as possible. Um, I again Queen a4, Bishop d7 still bothers me. I don't think I have enough. I can drop my queen back to a3, but again he'll play knight e7. I don't have anything over here. Um, can try to win a pawn finally. But my pieces are not coordinated, but neither are his. I am giving up my really good knight though, just for the pawn, which does not make me feel very happy. Um, okay, maybe we'll send down knight here and here, although he can play h6, but then queen h7 appears. Okay, let's play knight f3 and see what happens. Someone texts me finally, and I need to respond. So h6 was expected, but now the point is my queen will be able to come in eventually. So he created some possible weaknesses. This knight does not make too much sense here otherwise, so maybe we will send him around. Yeah, let's do that. The point is queen here is kind of annoying. So he probably needs to deal with that. Bishop b7. Okay, so he finally defends this. So that means I can still do queen h5 first. Probably should. Threatens this checkmate, and occasionally if this rook gets blocked, it threatens the other checkmate. So let's throw this in. And the point is, if he does this, I can take the bishop, and then I can take the knight. No, I cannot take the bishop, because I kind of need the knight to help me checkmate. Yeah, that's smart. Okay, that is smart. So how do we play this? I can take twice, though, because his rook kind of needs to defend this square. So I can actually take, well, at least once. Then maybe I'm trying knight takes. Alright, so let's do this. Again, the logic is his rook is overworked. Okay, so let's take. And he cannot take because of the checkmate. Threatening to take him. I'm also trying to take him because the queen is busy defending this square. So this is turned out to be a fairly instructive game. It's a nice attacking idea also. Okay. Material right now, I am up a pawn, and my rooks and knights are much better than his rooks and knights. So that's nice. Okay, so we're thinking. We're also still worrying about the elections. As you see, I have Senate election results open here. Um, Periodically, we check on that. Periodically, we check on the presidential election. Um, Once every so often, they update it. And my opponent is deep in thought. Um, I mean, he can't do too much. Again, both of these things are attacked. That's quite an issue. And again, the important idea behind this game was when it's not just the material which matters, but it's the piece activity. For example, his two pieces have not played chess yet. King safety is kind of important. His king became a little bit too open. Occasionally, you can provoke weaknesses with moves like knight f3. Uh, he needed to deal with knight g5. He chose h6, but in the long run, h6 creates weaknesses on the light squares. And that is the price you pay. Okay, and again, is deep in thought. I'll gain 65 points for the swing, which should bring me to high 1300s, 1381. But we're getting to the point where I'm getting less and less points, or to be more grammatically precise, fewer and fewer points for each win. So that means as we get higher and higher, uh, I'll get I'll get even fewer points, and so that means we'll end up playing some high level games. Actually, a lot of high level games. Okay, so he plays here, and we can just take this guy. I suspect. Uh, yeah. If he takes here, we take the rook with the rook. Obviously, he cannot take the rook because checkmate. So this is resignable. Okay, so he does not want to resign. Okay, so let's see if we can finish this in style. I mean, I can be really boring and trade rooks. I don't want to be really boring. So how can we make this fun? His knight cannot play chess. His rook cannot play chess. Hmm. I would like to get this guy into the game somehow, but that will take some time. So that's an issue. I can play hint here. That's probably the best. Right? Um, yeah. The logic again, we're connecting over here. Um, okay. Still thinking. A little bit difficult to stop it. The point is, if he plays here, I can check. And then if he blocks, I can take. Because he cannot take me back. Because again, his queen needs to cover this square. Because that's where checkmates happen. Um, Important thing is I'm attacking with 3 pieces, and he's defending with 2 pieces. His knight is just an observer. He doesn't really cover anything of substance, and this rook is not going to play chess for quite a long time. G5. Alright. So we can continue. But at least he's given his king an escape square, right? So his logic is here, here, here. He can finally run away. Then I play rook here and his queen is trapped. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, that happens. Yeah, that was expected. Let's just make sure it works. So rook here, king here, rook here, and he doesn't have any squares. Okay, so and his queen is trapped. If he attacks my queen, I can take this with check, for example. I can also do other things, probably. I can take this with check first. Then I can take this. And he resigns. Yeah, was a nice game. Let's see. Computer says I made one blunder. Okay, let's see what it says. Let's also tell him GG. Okay, GG. Okay, he never saw GG. Okay. Let's. I suspect I probably could have done something better at a certain point. Okay, let's see. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for it to process. Two mistakes, no blunders. All right. So let's see. Book, 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 or yeah, and taking this pawn is a little better, and then it gets absolutely crazy after queen g4, which attacks this. But okay, he took this way, knight b5, takes, blocks. Okay, apparently I'm supposed to play queen g4 first, it's even better, but already I'm plus 1.5. He attacks my knight, my move was passed, and knight takes was passed. Oh yeah, so knight h3 is alternative, maybe here, maybe here. And it wants to bring the knight right away. Okay. And again, taking this pawn is passed. And again, it wants to bring the knight rather than the rook by quite a decent margin. Okay, he plays f5. Okay, so he wants me to play queen h5 right away, but I thought queen h5, pawn g6. What am I missing? Okay, let's see what it wants me to do. So queen h5, pawn g6, queen g5, okay. I mean, I like my queen. I don't like his pieces. So I just have reactive pieces. Okay, it's reasonable. Okay. Play knight here, which is still plus 3.5. He stopped me. Wants to play h5. Yeah, h5 probably makes sense, but then at the same time it takes away this square from my queen. The point of h5 is it allows my knight to come here. It also creates a permanent weakness for him on the light squares. This was okay. I'm about plus 3. Bishop b7, queen here is passed. And it doesn't want me to take it, thinks it's plus 4. Dropping back is even better. Dropping back is +7. Hmm. Yes, he can. The Dwayne and my bishop is better than whatever pieces he has, which is sensible. But I thought this was good enough. Um, and we traded. Now I'm up a queen. Okay, so we took that. Rook b6. And again, alternative is to bring the knight into the game. But rook b6 is good enough. And then rook b7. Check. Alright, that also exists. I can take here. And he cannot take with the pawn because of this. If he takes with the queen, I can pin this queen with the rook. So, I mean, nothing wrong with this. Wait, there is +62. It claims. Alright. And he resigns here. Okay, so again, important idea is remember, its activity matters. Sometimes it matters a lot more than material. And this game is a good illustration of that. Also, remember, if the middle is closed, which was the case in this game for a long time, sometimes you do not need to castle. My king, if it mattered, could just walk away like this, which is why this rook came in this way. In fact, French, in a lot of openings connected to the French defense, this is how this rook actually comes into the game. Um, okay, this was an interesting and instructive game. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, please subscribe. I will see you all in a couple of days, and hopefully by that time, the world will be a more sane place. Thank you.